Jose Llanes back in the booth with me here. You missed a good one, Jose. Al Cifuentes getting his first win.
Yeah, I missed it over here, but I was able to see it from over there. He seemed like he dominated that fight.
Dominant performance, man. He broke Nathan Hernandez in that one. Joshua Swift making his way to the cage.
Representing Metal MMA, Prieto. Ladies and gentlemen, our Senate fight is being brought to us by Stephanie Kerr Ramirez, State Farm. This fight's scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes each in a 160-pound catchweight division. Introducing first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 161 pounds. His record stands 0 wins against 2 defeats. Born in Seoul, South Korea, he now claims San Antonio home. Ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Swift. Across the cage on the right, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing at 160 pounds. His record stands 1 win against 2 defeats. Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, Adriel, the Apex Prieto! Referee in charge of the action, John Shorley.
John Shorley, our third man in the cage for this catchweight bout. Joshua Swift, Adriel Prieto.
We've seen Adriel Prieto on Elevate cards before. I'm curious to see Joshua Swift today.
Prieto aggressive to start.
Man,
Swift may have rocked him already. Prieto landing some big shots here. Swift committing to that takedown, and he gets it.
guillotine. He's out.
Got to clear his legs. Good position now for Swift.
Prieto's working for a Kimura, it seems like it, but they don't have wrist control.
There. Needs to work his back to the cage and just get up. Oh, but now he gives his back. Swift able to get a hook in. Oh, maybe he went too deep. And now looks for that choke. He's got the arm in though.
Yeah,
It'll
he's
be
a
tough
little,
to finish there.
Yeah, he has a little off. See, that's one thing about MMA is a lot of people pull the fighter on top instead of flying them out, you know? And that's a jiu-jitsu culture of pulling the person on top.
Better to get them flat on their belly.
Absolutely. That's a fight-ending position if you flat
There's
them
less
out.
chance to defend.
Yes.
Prieto reverses the position. Now he's on top. And Swift staying committed to that leg.
His head is low, though. I would like to see him get the head a little higher. Still able to get the takedown.
It's going to be tough to finish a guillotine from
Yeah.
there. That's stuff that you could finish in MMA 15 years ago. Doesn't really happen anymore.
No, I think right now a lot of people hold on to the head because they don't want to get ground and pound, but it puts them in a worse position. See, right here, I would like to see Joshua try to flatten him out. There's a fight-ending position right here. He pulls him on the side.
Yeah. The only way I prefer you to pull him on top is if you got a body triangle. And he doesn't here. He's using both the hooks.
He could get it down.
I would switch to that body triangle. Gives you a little more control at least. But you're right. He basically pulled himself into a worse position there.
Yeah. See, like, even though his back mount in there, if Adrian's able to put his weight on top of Joshua, you're not able to do a lot from the bottom.
And you're able to use your hands when you're on your back. Like
now he has a body lock.
When you're flat on your belly, there's not much you can do with your hands even. Looks like he might survive this round either way. Swift ate some damage, but overall a good first round for him.
Yeah, like how will you score this round?
I like Swift in the round. I thought he did a good job. That he landed some good shots on the feet, and I thought early in the round he actually rocked him.
Yeah.
Prieto looks like he was throwing the bigger bombs, but I think Swift caught him with one.
Yeah. Yeah, he landed a heavier shot, but then he committed to the takedown. Ended up getting it and definitely controlling the bottom position.
Curious to see who looks fresher coming out of the corner here. Right back at it. Prieto comes out with a high kick.
Nice.
Ooh, nice body kick. Digs in with the toes there. Swift again to the takedown. Committed to that. And this again, Prieto maybe trying to hold on to that head a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And now Swift in a much better position than he was. Now on the back. And this is where Prieto, who looks like he's the more physically strong fighter, may be able to shuck him off here, try to break those hands.
He definitely has to use the fence, at least try to get his hips to the fence.
And there he, no, almost.
You know, the way I think about the fence is just like in the ground, like you're trying to use the fence to shave somebody off of you, but you definitely got to put your back on it, just like that.
Yeah, good job by Prieto there.
Nice.
Now it turns the position, although again, Swift staying on that leg.
That's Kimura territory. If Prieto's able to get that Kimura, he can definitely stop that takedown.
And again, Prieto looking for that man, and again, holds on to that guillotine. And now he is on the bottom here. Maybe looking for that Kimura over on the far side.
I like to see Joshua posture up a little bit, get his head a little higher, land some punches.
Swift doing a good job. Dirty work, grinding his head up against the face. Doing little things to make your opponent uncomfortable. Clearly Josh Swift prefers a grimy fight.
Yeah.
And that's what he's getting here. 40 seconds left in round 2. With 30 seconds, it's hard to see now Prieto finding a path to winning this round. Unless he can just get up and land some bombs, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. He's down to 15 seconds here in round 2. Swift takes the back, drags him down again.
Man, there's something that I really dislike about people pulling people on top of them when they're trying to take the back. It's just, me personally as a jiu-jitsu instructor, even my jiu-jitsu students, I teach them number 1 rule is self-defense. You want to be on top, you know?
And it's so weird because jiu-jitsu now, like there's so much more guard pulling and things like that, which when I started jiu-jitsu, that didn't really exist. And I think it teaches some bad habits in a way, especially if you try to translate it into MMA grappling.
Absolutely.
You never want to be on bottom in MMA.
No, I look at it 3 ways, right? You got obviously you got self-defense jiu-jitsu or grappling. You got sports jiu-jitsu. You can play your game, and then you got MMA jiu-jitsu. But I think all around you should be able to do all of them. Number 1 rule though, obviously is always self-defense. You want to use your jiu-jitsu to be on top. So you think Prieto has to go for a finish now?
I think he has to, yeah. Prieto I feel like he's down 2-0. Certainly lost the last round.
Yeah.
I don't think there's even a question about that one. He has to make something happen here. He's got to avoid this takedown. And Swift has done such a good job getting in on that single. There he pulls guard. But again, I don't like this. I don't like holding on to this neck here. He's not going to finish this here.
No.
He needs to start getting on top and doing damage. He's got a good positioning here. Let go of that head and start unloading your hands. You're not going to get a submission from that position.
Absolutely. Especially being down 2 rounds.
And he's still holding on to it. Finally lets it go. Or, I mean, it could be Swift got his head out of there.
Yeah, this is where Prieto has to try to get his hips higher, try to create some space and posture up and land some punches.
He's got to do some damage. I mean, right now he's on top, but he's done nothing since getting there. Swift doing a good job controlling the biceps, keeping him from posturing up and hitting him.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if that guillotine was any tight because Joshua was able to pull back into guard. It's usually a sign of like you're getting choked, but it wasn't in there.
30 seconds. Minute 30.
Swift's corner asking him to open his guard, try to get up. He does seem a little accepting of being on bottom here.
Yeah.
And I mean, he is doing a good job controlling him, not letting Prieto do any damage, but it's going to be hard to win the round from bottom like this.
Yeah. Especially after you pull guard.
I was surprised to see him pull guard there. That is.
Yeah, Prieto definitely has to show some urgency. It's 1 minute left.
The one time I pulled guard in the training room, our good friend Jace Petrie knocked me out. Never did it again. Prieto controlling again, but just not able to really do any damage here.
Nice.
There's a nice shot. Oh, but maybe in danger of a triangle here. Uh-oh. Oh, he does a good job getting his head to the cage.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough to finish the triangle. Maybe in the armbar. You have to get the leg over the head, try to go for the arm bar.
Across the face, he needs to get that leg. He's got it in a good position here. He just needs to switch his leg. Oh,
That was in back of the head right
that
there.
was. Won't matter. That's the end of the fight. Certainly a Prieto round 3. It's going to come down to how they scored round 1.
Yeah. Personally, I feel like Joshua got first 2 rounds and Prieto definitely took the last one.
I think so, too.
But you never know. Last fight, we thought the other guy was more decisive on the win, and it was a split decision.
You're right.
I'll tell you what, though, Joshua has a long torso for sure.
He has what?
A long torso for sure, long back.
Josh Swift certainly feels like he won the fight. Let's go to Colin Cantrell.
Applause for these 2 fighters leaving it in the cage for 3 hard-fought rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the judges' scorecard where we have a split decision.
Split decision again here.
Man.
Hear from y'all. Everyone out there who felt like Mr. Prieto won the fight, round of applause. Those of you who felt like Joshua Swift won the fight, round of applause. All right, well, the judge's scorecard, Judge Gino Garcia scores the fight 30-27 for Prieto.
What?
Judge Caroline Lozano scores the fight 29-28 for Swift. And Judge Ursula Perez scores the fight 30-27 for your winner by split decision, Adrian!
Wow, 2 judges saying 30-27. I don't know how that could be possible. That is a shocking set of scorecards.
I definitely saw Joshua winning the first 2 rounds for sure.
I mean, round 2 was not even questionable.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder what they're looking at.
I'm not sure. That is a. Listen, it's not like the decision itself is a robbery. You can make an argument for Prieto winning the fight.
But unanimous?
You cannot make an argument for a 30-27.
30, yeah, 30-27.
That is an